Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Karen Prince. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm just going to share with you guys how I created this two-part detachable unit. And you guys,
there is no leave out in this video.
Okay, no leave out. Your hair will not get damaged using this method. No heat damage, okay guys? No leave out here, okay? No leave out. No leave out. This method that I'm going to show you guys, I hope you guys try this style out, okay? Once you make this unit once, it's a time saver, you guys. So you're going to only need to make this unit one time and you can reuse it as many times as you like, okay, you guys? So go ahead and stay tuned, watch these next clips, and keep watching. Okay, you guys, so let me show you exactly how I braid my hair for this style. So I just want to make a couple of points. What I do is I create two anchor braids around the perimeter of my head. So these braids, you want them to be relatively small, and then I put three braids down the center to braid up the rest of my hair. And after I do that, I just take those braids and I put it in a ponytail, and then I just flip it up. I flip my ponytail up against my head. Take a bobby pin and I'm just going to pin that down into one of the braids. Now these braids, they don't have to be neat or anything like that. They could be messy. Your main thing that you really want to do is just make sure that you have these anchor braids relatively small, because that's how you're going to pin the hair on. When you place it on, you're going to take the bobby pins and pin it onto that anchor braid. So now, when I created this unit, I used a hairnet. As you can see here inside the unit, there's a hairnet here, and I sewed the hair onto a hairnet. Now, to get this hairnet to fit to your head, you want to place the hairnet on your braids, okay? And then you want to trace it with like a white makeup pencil. Trace the perimeter of your braids on the net with a white makeup pencil, so that you can have a scale of how big your head is and how much you want to sew when you're sewing this on, when you're sewing your hair onto the net, okay? For as far as how I sewed this onto the net, I sewed straight across first, right? And then when I got to like where my ears are, the ear area, I started to sew up into like a U shape. Let me see. There's a U shape here. And then I kind of went straight to fill in that U shape. And then I started a U shape again, going up until I reached the very top of the unit. Now, the reason you want to sew in a U shape is because that will allow the hair to fall forward and your tracks will be covered. Like, you won't be able to see your tracks. Even if your hair is blowing in the wind, you won't be able to really point out the tracks too much because of the way that you're going to pin the hair down to your head. And I'm going to show you how I do that. I know you guys are going to ask about the curl in this hair. Now, the way I curled this hair was I used this very small iron right here. Now this is a Marcel iron. These irons you put on the stove, or you put in an electrical stove. I'm sure they have electrical curling irons that are this small, but this is what I used to curl this hair. Now, how I curled it was I just took the curling iron and I wrapped it around the barrel just like this. And once it was hot enough, I pulled it straight off. Let me show you again. So I wrapped it around like this. And then once it was done being curled, I pulled it straight down and stretched it out. And that's how I got these curls all over the unit. And sometimes I grabbed bigger pieces, sometimes I grabbed smaller pieces, but for this I just went for a messy look. I was just trying to curl it. Curl your hair however you want to curl your hair. Buy curly hair. This is just all for the purpose of showing you how to create this unit on your own. As far as where I got that hair from, I got this hair from a vendor that was open in the LA area. It was an actual shop. It's no longer open. I bought the hair 2 years ago, so this hair is old. Okay, I think it's like a 22 inch, a 20 inch, not really sure of the length, but yeah, you can find some good hair, guys. You can find some good hair anywhere. Okay, so the color on the hair, I just went ahead and took some regular bleach, the regular beauty supply bleach, a 30 volume developer and a 40 volume developer, and I bleached the hair that way. I went ahead and put the 30 volume developer on, and after that was done, then I went ahead with the 40 volume developer on the ends. So I let the 30 process first, then I went back and put the 40 on the ends, the very tips. And I just chose to do it in like an ombre style. So that's what you see here as far as color. Okay, so this is a 2-part unit. This part here that I showed you already, and then I have another one that I made into a ponytail. I actually have a video on how I make these detachable ponytails. I'll put an iCard up right here so you can click on it and see how I do that. Okay, here's a important thing to do. So when you're putting your hair in your ponytail, make sure you put your ponytail as far back and as close back to the top of the braid as possible, so that way when you put the fake hair on, it'll cover the top track of your unit that you're going to attach on. Yes, please be sure to do that. You want to try to conceal it in all ways. Okay, we don't want to leave any hair out, and that's a good thing with this. We're not leaving any hair out. You don't have to put any heat to your hair. You don't have to, you know, damage your hair. So that is a major plus. That's why I love these units. That's why I want to share these units with you guys, and maybe you guys can make this on your own and, you know, alleviate some of the heat processing that we do to our hair, right? So now I am going to attach this onto my hair. Here I'm just going to use some bobby pins, right? And you can sew this down, but I prefer to bobby pin it on because at the end of the day, I don't want all this hair. I don't want all this hair on my head, right? So I prefer to bobby pin it down, and I can remove it at night and just keep my braids in and repin it the next day. Okay, so let me show you how I do this. I'm going to take a bobby pin and I'm going to place the top of the unit right up here. Please excuse my dandruff, okay? I know I have really bad dandruff. Okay, so I'm going to place the unit right at the top, right behind where I place my ponytail, right? Let me use an open pin. So I'm going to take an open hairpin, slip it through that first track, and pin it down into the braid. So I'm slipping it through this first track, and I'm pinning it down into my braid. I'm going to do that again on the other side. So I'm hooking it and slipping it into my braid, just like that. I'm going to start to pin the sides of the unit one side at a time. So I'm going to go from this side to this side, right? I'm going to take another hairpin and slip it under my braid. Okay, just like that. And when you pin it from side to side, this assures you that you're not pulling too much one way, pulling too much the other way, if that makes sense. So just going from side to side, and again, I'm going to hook a pin onto the edge of this unit and stick that bobby pin under my braid, just like that. See how the hair kind of hides the braid? And you want to do that all the way down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And please put as many pins and bobby pins as you feel you need to for your hair to feel secure, okay? Okay, now after I secure it that way, I go in and I mentally like kind of divide my hair into rows, and I start to just shove pins down, lift the hair up, shove a pin down from side to side, and I just make sure that I do that for extra security. So I'm lifting the hair up, finding a track, and sticking that bobby pin through those braids I created. And that thing is on there, guys. That is not coming off. Now, you may want to come back at the top like I'm about to do and just make sure you pull the hair over and pin it down over that braid to make it more secure. Make sure you tuck those braids. Take a hairpin, tuck that braid behind that hair. For this top piece, I'm just going to roll my hair. I twisted that and I'm just going to roll that into a little bun and secure it. And then I'm just going to pin this down onto the base of my head. Well, I'll just pin it. For this purpose, I'll just pin it onto the ponytail like that. And then I'll just start to loosely turn this into a high bun. Pin that down where I want it. Whatever you do, just make sure your hair is secure, okay? And yes, you guys, that is it. Yes, yes. Let me go ahead and close out this video, and yeah. And yes, guys, that's it. I'm so happy that I was able to share this with you guys. Hopefully you guys can try this out yourselves. Let me know if you do down in the comment section. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to go ahead and show you the back of my hair really quick. As always, guys, if you have any questions for me, I mean any questions, leave them down in the comment section and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks, guys. Bye.